Are you considering lasers for treatment of your skin? Well, here are some of the tips to avoid some of the pitfalls and to get the best results that you can. Hi, I'm Dr. Jordan Carpeville. I'm a Mohs surgeon and cosmetic dermatologist. Our practice has many different types of lasers. And so we're asked a lot of these questions over and over. So I thought I would share this video to let you know what other people are asking. Tip number one is, how do you choose the right laser? Not all lasers are the same. They're not all equal. Lasers target chromophores, which means they're targeting different goals. And so it really is helpful for you to know what goals you want to achieve. So we are here to coach you as dermatologists. And if you tell us, I want to work on acne scarring, we might choose a resurfacing laser or a deep needling procedure. If your main goal is redness or rosacea, we might select a vascular laser or a type of a broadband light that includes a vascular filter. So I might be talking a little bit more complex, but those are the kinds of things that we want to hear from you. What are your goals? So we can help select that correct laser for you. The next tip is preparing your skin in advance. So generally speaking, we don't really want you to have tan skin when you come in for a laser. If you're tan, you can have the laser target the pigment, which might give us an undesired result. I also recommend to avoid irritating ingredients on the skin about 1 to 2 weeks prior to the laser. Sometimes we do actually ask people to use their retinols or retinoids leading up to the laser, but that's going to depend on what we discuss in your consultation. Another reason that we like to make sure that you're prepped is sometimes people are prone to pigmentation. And so we will often put someone on a pre-treatment cream to help avoid pigmentation from the laser. So there's all kinds of laser prep. Another thing is if you have a propensity to cold sores, we like to know about that so we can give you the proper medications to avoid those coming out. So please set up your consultation with your dermatologist because we're here to coach you and guide you. Tip number 3 is sun protection, and that's going to be before and after. I did mention already we don't want you to be tan, but we also don't want you to be sunburned. And you also want to really protect your skin after the investment that you just made. After you have a laser, our skin is more sensitive and more susceptible to burns, especially if it's a resurfacing. So wearing sunscreen after your procedure is really important. We may say don't put it on right away if you have, raw injured skin after a laser, but we want you to avoid the sun and be really careful because, again, you're more susceptible to sun damage, sunburns, and, all the above there. Tip number 4 is to know what to expect during your recovery. So in short, recovery can vary. Typically, it's going to involve some swelling. It may involve a little bit of healing of the skin if we did a resurfacing or a needling. And so that recovery, you're going to want to use sensitive skincare, sensitive cleansers. You're going to avoid acids, which can sting. You want to avoid rubbing harshly with washcloths in the first couple days. And you want to just use simple ingredients. So after a resurfacing laser, I like when people use single ingredient products like Vaseline or Aquaphor, just because I know they're not going to get sensitized to some of the chemicals in more complex topicals. So utilize simple ingredients post-laser, and that way we can avoid allergies or reactions. Tip number 5 is to stay consistent. I always say to patients that lasering is a little bit like a lifestyle. So we get improvement in the long term. So if you do either one or a series of lasers on an annual basis, 10 years from now, you're going to thank that yourself from before. So that lasering is cumulative. And so I always say lasering, it's like a lifestyle. Get a little bit in there, injure those cells, get those cells working, keep them alive, and you'll be really happy down the road. Tip number 6 is follow your post-care treatment instructions. Kind of seems obvious, right? But it can be confusing still because when you're just freshly lasered, it's hard to remember. What did we just tell you? What are you supposed to do when you go home? So again, we're going to recommend sensitive skincare. Don't pick at healing skin. Be just so gentle with it. Avoid acids, avoid sun. Just basic, simple, and that's going to get you through it. You will expect some swelling, some healing. Your downtime could be between 2 to 7 days, and We're here for you if you need anything. Laser treatments can be a real game changer as far as your skin health and anti-aging plan. So it's really important to know these pre and post-op tips for your treatment. If you found this video and these tips helpful, feel free to like it and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions or comments, you can drop them below. Thank you.